Absolutely. We got the British Sovereign currently right now at 318. Alex, U.S. Eagles right now are trading over $1,200 an ounce. I have old $20 Liberties I picked up when gold was at $1,050, and I'm selling those right now for $1,362. That's about $100 premium over U.S. Eagle, which is unheard of.
Here's the number. 800-686-2237. The brokers are there to take your order. It's like pulling into McDonald's, quick and easy. Get your free newsletter, 800-686-2237, 800-686-2237, or MidasResources.com. But to get that deal, you got to tell them Alex Jones sent you, or it will cost more. 800-686-2237. Thank you, Ted Anderson.
Thanks a lot, Alex.
Coming up, he's selling airsoft replicas. Yeah, they look like real guns, but they shoot little plastic pellets. Banned. You know, ATF just grabs them. That is coming up in the next segment. Then we're going to have open phones and news blitz, talk about the Texas election, everything in the last hour today. We got Herman, Bob, Hitler, Scott, Toby, and others. Hitler in Hawaii. Why are you calling yourself Hitler? That's an interesting... is that your real name?
No, sir, that's not my real name. I've called in a few times. I called in Mark Twain once. I called in to Hitler because I actually kind of look like him when I go out to do my protests. I do a little hit stash, and it's on my YouTube. It's funny stuff.
What do you do? Go out and support? Well, hold on. I mean, do you go out and support the government and say, I like warrantless wiretapping, and then you're Hitler? That's...
I go out as a shock value look to promote, if he can act like Hitler, I can look like Hitler. Routine.
Oh, if who can act like Hitler?
It's the current president.
What's your website? I mean, what's your YouTube? I want to see this right now. Let's pull it up.
It's Gerg Chappell's channel. GERGCHAPPLE.
Give me a name of one of your Hitler videos.
Let's see. A good Hitler Hits the Fair.
Hitler Hits the Fair. And okay, and because that would be a great way to illustrate. A lot of people are now protesting with bullhorns going, I love naked body scanners. I love the New World Order. I love being surveilled. I love the banks taking all my money. And it's having a really powerful effect on crowds, and they're handing out Obama deceptions or other things. And I've seen some protest videos of people coming out dressed like Hitler. It may have even been you, pushing tyranny as a way to kind of shock people into realizing, you know, that tyranny doesn't always look like Hitler, but it sure acts like Hitler. I mean, is that what you do?
No, I'd like to first thank you for saving my life, because if a year ago I would be just sitting in the couch drinking myself to sleep because I've been unemployed for over a year.
And now you're dressed up like Hitler.
Yeah, and now one of the 70% of the unemployed carpenters turned a political activist, and I haven't had so much fun in my life.
So what's on your mind today, Hitler?
I created a YouTube channel, and I met a gentleman that lives here in Maui. He's writing a book. It'll be published in the month. He doesn't know you, but I told him about you, and he wants to meet you. He was involved in a cover-up, co-op, black op, CIA something or other. And he's going.
Well, listen, Hitler, send us the info, and we're going to look up your videos, okay? Hitler Hits the Fair. Did we find one? All right, if you really did this, send it to me. But it is a good idea. I mean, a way to illustrate tyranny. Like, have a bunch of people dressed up like Hitler and say you're for the body scanners and you're for more preemptive wars. Let's talk to Herman in New York. Herman, you're on the air.
Yes, hello, Alex. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have two questions. My first question is, I've often heard you and Webster Tarpley say that we need to build bridges, roads, high technology, trains, etc. Now, how does infrastructure create wealth? Because you guys often said, you know, if we had great infrastructure, we'd all be, you know, wealthy. So,
well, Tarpley's saying that if you have an imploded economy, you have to build infrastructure first instead of just giving all the money to banks that move offshore or use it to buy up, control your local government. The American infrastructure in the 50s was the best in the world. Since then, it's been rotting, and so you don't get corporations investing. You don't, you know, when they build a new road, you get new housing projects, you get new malls being built, new factories. I mean, it just goes to basic economics. And if you have government spending, and I'm not even for big government, but if you're going to have it, the spending needs to be then on infrastructure, because then you hire local people when they build the infrastructure. So most of the tax money, if there's a competitive bidding process, goes back into the population, and it has a dynamo effect. And, I mean, what's your take on that?
I understand what you're saying now. And my second question is, I know that I watched an old YouTube video of you where you said how, the government has two sets of books. I believe it's the CAFRs. And,
Comprehensive Annual Financial Reports Exposed, yes.
Absolutely. And I want to know, how would they allow the states to just collapse while they have that money sitting on the side? How could they say that?
Well, what they do is they go in and take over the cities and counties. The mafia did it in the 30s, 40s, and 50s in Chicago. In the late 40s, early 50s, they took the 1313 Chicago model, created double sets of books. They pay off the county and city officials. They invest most of the money in private corporations. And now they're at the end of the Ponzi scheme. They steal the money that was in those accounts, implode the states and counties. Then the banks loan them our own money back at 30% interest and bankrupt us to the point of Nigeria or Argentina. And so that's how the scam works. We'll be right back. Don't forget that gold deal Ted offered. It's off the charts. If you missed the toll-free number to call and get the free newsletter when you get a gold coin or whatever, 800-686-2237.